Damn.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Loserly VSG. I am Megan. I had VSG surgery December 27, 2018, self-pay. I am 31 years old and I am 5'7". Last time I weighed in, I was 194. Surgery starting weight 244. So ignore my hair because it's raining here and it's freezing, but tomorrow it's supposed to be sunny and 80. Again, Missouri. But on some of my previous videos, some people had asked me how to prepare for the first few weeks after surgery. They said they had seen my video where I talk about, don't overbuy this stuff and things that I bought that might have ended up being silly in the end, but really wanted to know what they should get to be prepared. And actually, just recently, today, one of my friends that just got surgery about a month ago asked me the same question. She's like, I'm 4 weeks out. I'm just getting kind of tired of what I've been eating. Do you have any ideas? So luckily, I think I talked about this in other videos, but I got this exercise journal before my surgery, and I don't log in it anymore. Let's see, the last day I logged in it was January 31st, so I made it about a month, well, no, it goes into February, so maybe like a month and a half. But anyways, so I recommend getting you a journal just because it can help you track so many things in the moment. And I guess if you're not, sorry, I have the hot water heater right here beside me. So if you can hear that, that's what that is. So I'm going to pull out this journal that I bought. I think I got it on Amazon for like $8. But if you just want to look back and remember your experience, you can have this. If you want to be able to track everything that you're eating, maybe your doctor wants an update right after surgery, this is a good idea. Or if in the future you are planning to do a YouTube channel or just feel like you could help somebody, get a journal, because I'm so thankful that I can look back and tell them and tell you guys what things I ate. I'm not saying this is Bible. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't do this. I tried to follow guidelines to the best of my interpretation. I mean, I had a book that told me different foods I could have and couldn't have, and I think for the most part I pretty much followed it. So right out of surgery, I mean, like the week after, I could only be on clear liquids. And my protein had to be clear. So, I mean, that's... Actually, I don't think it was a week. I think it was just like the first... Okay, it was the first week. Because all this says I could have like Jell-O, clear protein. So I had the Protein 2.0, which in my opinion is disgusting. But I couldn't find another one. Or I just didn't put that much effort into it. I don't know. So I had Jell-O, water, flavored water, Gatorade, or Powerade. What is it called? Since I don't even drink it anymore, I don't know. Like the Powerade that is sugar-free and all that. And so then my second week, let's see. This is what mine looks like. So I used it a lot for a while. And I also kept tracking here of when I would take my pain medicine. So I usually only did it, I'm not even going to get into that, but you can track that. Alright, so after the clear stuff, then I could start softer foods. So eggs. And for me, and for some of the people I've talked to, eating is really scary. Like, you want to eat because you're tired of liquids, but it's scary because for me, my belly made noises, my throat made noises. Well, right now my throat is still making noises because I just ate, but your stomach would make noises, your throat would make noises. You could only eat, I have 1 ounce here. I couldn't even eat 1 egg whenever I first was able to eat. I could eat maybe half of it, well, just 1 ounce, maybe. And then I was done. And actually eggs really bothered me for a while, which was sad because I love eggs, but now I'm good to go. I can eat anything and it doesn't really cause me problems. So I would have, that's when I started my Premier Proteins, because you have, the protein is super important. So, and I couldn't eat enough to get my protein. So my Premier Protein, so whatever protein drink of choice. Eggs, I could have cheese sticks on this. And so of course I couldn't eat the entire cheese stick. So maybe just half. And everything you eat very slowly. You chew it up a lot. Let it dissolve in your mouth. Some cottage cheese. And at this point, even though it's not that healthy, mashed potatoes from KFC sounded so good. And so I would have like this much mashed potatoes and mix it in with some cottage cheese, and I could get it down good. It was like the one thing that didn't disrupt all my bodily functions. And so I liked that a lot. This day it says I tried 1 ounce of egg, got 6 bites in, and my belly feels really full. I'm just going through to see, some strained soup. So you have to, I would like to say in the beginning, I didn't really watch and see like the sodium, the carbs, the calories. Like I just needed something that I could put into my stomach that would go down good and satisfy me. So they say to look for like fat-free soups, low sodium soup, stuff like that. But I don't think I really had any of those. I mean, on here I have like this broccoli cheddar soup. It was delicious. It's strained, of course. I have all different kinds of strainers, but I would do the smallest holes so there was no chunks. And I would just divide that into a bunch of little cups in my fridge and just eat that whenever I was supposed to. I had yogurt, but it couldn't have any chunks in it either. And I had the, I don't know how to say it, Okios, but it has like the best stats at that time. So that's what I had with that. Crab meat. So like on my 4 weeks out, let's see. So that's what I pretty much was eating. I had all kinds of different cans of soups. And so whatever soup you think sounds good, get that. Plus other ones that might not sound good, because after surgery, you might have different taste buds. That happens to some people. And about 3 weeks out, I started some refried beans, which I'm not really sure when you can have those. You're supposed to have them. I think it says like this. I think it said that you could, because I was too scared to break the rules. So I had some refried beans. When I would go out, if my husband wanted me to go to the Mexican restaurant, I would just get a plate of beans with cheese on top. And I mean, it came like in a big bowl, and I could eat like, again, this much. So they looked at me like I was crazy, and I'd take it to go, and then I'd have weeks worth. I'd have to throw it out, but good thing beans were only like $2. So refried beans, pinto beans, black beans, that kind of stuff. And then I tried imitation crab. They just come in sticks, and you can just kind of pull little pieces off of them. And that went down really smooth and didn't make my stomach gargle at all. And so like one of those sticks was like an ounce, I think. And so that's what I would have as a snack, sometimes with some cheese. I eventually got to shrimp, which it was scary, but it also went down really well. And egg salad. So really you can just have eggs in any form, any way you like them, any way they'll go down. The egg salad I made was just simple. It just had the egg, tiny bit of mayo, and some salt and pepper. You know, you don't want dry eggs that are hard to get down your throat and all that stuff. So you wanted it to be pretty moist. So enough mayo to do that, and some salt and pepper. And I would just mix that and eat that throughout the week. Still continuing with my protein. I'd still sometimes just drink my broths, my chicken broths, my beef broth. Sometimes, which I know this has a lot of sodium, but I wanted ramen broth. And so I wouldn't eat the noodles, but I just wanted that broth. And so I would drink that, which you cannot drink or eat that much. And so it didn't hurt me, I don't think. Oh, I eventually made some overnight oats. And so everything was really soft in there. I don't put in here what I put in the oats. But I mean, I'm sure it was oats, some almond milk, probably some kind of peanut butter. I don't know. There's all kinds of different recipes for overnight oats. So you just want everything to be soft and you want it to be pretty healthy. So you can look up recipes for that. I tried some cauliflower rice because it's pretty soft and pretty small. And it gets cooked so it's not like a raw veggie. I think this is about 5 or 6 weeks out, which I could have made them earlier because they're so soft. But fat bombs or protein bombs, it depends if you're trying to do keto, if you're just trying to be healthy, or if you just want something good. I made some protein bombs with almond butter and cream cheese. And I think some chocolate, which I don't know when you'll be able to have chunks of chocolate. I don't remember that. But I mean, they melted anyways, but they were tiny, tiny, tiny. So you could look up different fat bombs to make. That's the stage that I get asked about most of the time, is like the soft food stages. And so those are my ideas. I'm sure you can get on Pinterest or Google and really find some ideas that are unique or that you're really into, but I just try to keep it pretty simple because I couldn't eat very much, and anything I opened I'd have to eat on for days. So like a yogurt, I couldn't eat all 5 ounces at once, and so say I could have 2 ounces maybe at that time, because I'm only up to like just 4 ounces barely. Sometimes I can't even get up to 4 ounces. So let's say back then it was like 1 or 2 ounces. You know, I'd get that out of the yogurt, and then I'd have to put the rest of the yogurt in the fridge and eat another 2 ounces and then still have an ounce left, you know. So I just ate on the same stuff over and over, and I know it gets boring, but I suffered with a little bit of acid that made me feel some hunger in there, but I really wasn't hungry. Like I was just so focused on my water intake because you don't want to go back into the hospital and be dehydrated. So focus on your water. Make sure you eat at least 3 meals a day, you know, like you're supposed to. Make them healthy. Follow your guidelines that the doctor gives you, and you should be fine. I hope I answered questions that you all had for me. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I will see you later this week for I don't know what week it is, my weekly check-in. Thanks.